Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot, hopefully your favorite DarkTide partner, and I'm here today to cover a little something about the veterans that people may not know. Okay, look, I personally swear by this particular talent, the Demolition Stockpile. Why? Because grenades are very useful for utility. I think I did not make that clear enough the last time I talked about it. Demolition Stockpile competes with Sniper and Tactical Reload. If you can use either of them and you find them useful, go ahead. I just like having the grenades for utility. But some people have argued that grenades are for damage. Well, let me show you the reality of it. Okay, and also at the same time, we're going to assess the impact of Fragstorm, which is the bleed perk on the grenade. Let's take a look on the brighter side of death. Okay, here we go. So to start with, let's begin by having Demolition Stockpile on. Okay, it's below my floating body, and we'll have one after another here so that there's no Fragstorm. All right. First and foremost, what we should understand is, in a damnation difficulty mission, the toughest of the tough, do the grenades actually deal damage? Well, let's answer this by ditching this at a crusher. Yeet! Look at this absolute zero damage that the crusher took. Even your sword swing technically does more. See that? Okay, and that is an unpowered power sword swing. So the grenades don't actually deal a lot of damage. Let's do it like this. In between these targets, yeah, you did a grand total of 97 damage. Are you starting to see and understand what I'm saying here? The grenades are for their utility. You need to res somebody, you can knock back the Horde, you need to knock a Poxhound off somebody, that's where you use the grenades. They are not good for damage at all. They can be used to disperse hordes, not kill them. And I think that that is a misunderstanding that a lot of people have had because of T3, T4 missions. Well, mostly T3 missions. T4, T5, things are very different, which you have to understand. Okay, now let's add the effect of Fragstorm into this. Okay. Yeet! Blammo! Now, the bleed has great effect on the bulwarks. Not much on the crushers. What about here? Yeet! Decent effect on these guys, but it's mostly good on unyielding targets. Yeet! As you can see, the bleed has the most effect on unyielding, not so much on the others. Let's check it with a specialist, shall we? Crotch up. Yeet. Not so much effect on the specialists. Once again, most effect is again on the unyielding. As you can see by that. Ragers. Yeet. But are you seeing the fact that the damage is just low in general? They're really at damnation level, and certainly in Heresy as well. They barely take any damage from this. Even a Horde. This is trash mobs right now. Okay, please look at this. You get them down by about half health, but you don't kill them. Grenades aren't for killing. Yeet. Blammo. The bleed may kill them, and the bleed is a serious force multiplier, but please do note that it takes 2 grenades, well 3 technically, with Fragstorm tossed into a Horde to actually kill off the Horde. So grenades are for utility. Please use them as such. They should be used in emergencies. I like to have them because, okay, let me explain my choice of Demolition Stockpile and why I generally choose it. Why not Tactical Reload? A lot of people like this as well. Very useful on the Bolter, FYI. You can also pick Sniper on the Bolter, but Demolition Stockpile I find just gives me that in case we have to give, because look, Zealots don't have a means of regenerating grenades. They do not. Neither do Ogrins. And Ogrin grenades are pretty damn useful, unlike ours. So based on that, right, Demolition Stockpile prevents the veteran from taking any grenade drops in general. And you can use your grenades freely for utility. Somebody gets caught, yeet a grenade. They're surrounded by a horde, yeet a grenade. You know, that kind of thing. So you can use it if you prefer the utility. If you're not so into utility, you don't really care, you think to yourself, you know what? It don't matter none. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. You can choose Sniper, for example. Now, keeping in mind that it does take you up to 15 meters to do this, all right? To derive any benefit from Sniper, you have to be a significant distance away. But it does, you know, it could help you hit a breakpoint. But most of the time that you're using the bolter, you're kind of up close and personal, spamming it into a Carapace Armored Crusher. So this may not be as useful as, say, Tactical Reload. Tactical Reload changes your long ass time down by 20%. Quite helpful, to be honest. With the right perks, it can really help you with your whole situation. What about other alternatives? Okay, so let's say you're not really using the grenade for damage. Fragstorm is useless. You can choose one after another to get yourself, like, this is like a max reload bolter build together with sustained fire for even more reload power. You can choose a little bit of Deadshot if you can manage stamina well. This one is genuinely up to you. Okay, I leave that 100% up to you. Some people like it, some people don't. Genuinely your choice. But for me, personally speaking, I do still take Demolition Stockpile, but here I either take one after another or Deadshot, mostly for the bolter. So if I eliminate an elite, like so, I do a speedy reload and I'm back in again. Kind of like that. Still not very fast, but I think you get the principle. So I hope this video has helped you guys to understand that grenades are more for utility, not so much for damage. And in case you misunderstand that they are for damage, they're really not. And they don't actually help you do much with that. The bleed is mostly against unyielding enemies, like I said, mostly the Ogrins and the Reapers. If you find that you need it for them, take it and you can do a little more against them, but it's still not going to do anything against the Crushers. Okay, so just be aware of that. It can also benefit your Ogrins and Zealots, so you can also take it for utility purposes. That's something else that you guys can consider. If you're playing in a team, a coordinated party, and you want to understand, you want to synergize, so if you want to synergize with them, you can absolutely take the bleed grenades, and if the Zealot has to charge in, yeet a grenade after him, right? Not only does it help to knock down the enemies, giving him a bit of breathing room and space, but he can also immediately start critting off them, and this is the kind of synergy that you can work with. Me personally, because I don't know what my team is going to consist of, I could end up with 4 veterans with randos. Sorry, 3 other veterans with randos. I generally prefer one after another if I'm gonna go with the bolter. If I'm gonna go with, say, the Cantrail, I tend to take Deadshot because I'm quite adept at using it, especially with Unwavering Focus and Counterfire. But, you know, again, it's your choice. It's your choice what you want to do. Demolition Stockpile, take it if you understand that you intend to utilize the utility of the grenades over the grenades themselves. Okay, so that's a consideration for you. All right, and that brings me basically to the end of this whole video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it has been informative. I hope it has helped you understand how exactly we do things here. Again, I appreciate the support on this video. Get it to 100 likes if you like my content, and like I said, like, share, subscribe. I hope this has helped you in understanding the game better. Now, before we go, I'm going to just thank my channel members who make all these videos possible. Thank you so much for your memberships and everything. It genuinely helps us actually get where we need to go, and it means a lot. And of course, you guys are also welcome to pick up memberships, things like that, if you guys want to support the channel and help to see more content. Donations, memberships, super chats, all appreciated, but entirely optional. Because I know money is tight. It's tight for me, so I'm not going to, you know, gripe about it. Okay, starting at our top tier, Death Donnie 982 at Plus Ultra, we've got Jerry Fast, Rogue Assassin, Old Mr. Green Buff, and Zach NFG as Prestige Robots. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of our honored robots as well. Underpaid Enlisted Soldier, I'm Peeps, Syed Assad Bukhari, Pringle Bread, Jordan Ritchie, Tuan Gwen, Miss Eve, Turtle Dove, Grim Reaper 2296, Tyler King, Brian Lancaster, The Oculus, Coda CMF, Kami SMH, Jammerboy, Conrad C, Nate the Great, Curtis Sussler, MJ, Corey Ryu, Benjamin Savage, Lady Neo, Greasy Burger, and Stefan Geyer. Thank you guys so much for your honored memberships. Thank you to all of our cool bots as well. And I will see you guys on the next one. I hope this video helps.